You wouldn't think that's Scotland, like. Colour that water. So that's us ready to set off now. That was our little wild camp on the night. Didn't leave a trace of anything behind. No rubbish, no baby weights, no nothing. So we're heading off now through Ullapool. We're going to stop in Ullapool for fuel. And after Ullapool we've got a few beaches along the way. Mark's going to lead one to the beaches in the car. So let's charge some of our phones on the bike. But we've been lucky with the weather so far. We've got the kit, we've got the rain kit if it does smash down. Decent tents, decent sleeping bags, and it's drizzled here and there, but I think that's what you expect in Scotland. It does seem to have its own weather system. So we didn't have a long day yesterday as we could have had, because we headed south of Ullapool. We actually went back on ourselves because we thought we'd found a sort of rare gem in a campsite, which I'll still leave the description for. But when we got there was two guys, one on a Husqvarna 701, and they actually went down to the campsite on the side of the hill. I mean, we wouldn't get any of those bikes down there, and I'd asked the guy, I'd be surprised if he even gets the bike back up, but he's obviously very, very skilled, both on Giros, so probably walk back up the hill. So we couldn't get that campsite, so we had to find somewhere else, and obviously that's where we ended up last night. So we're a little bit south of Ullapool, but we should have maybe been a little bit further ahead. So yeah, we've got a longer day today, but we've put our wet kit on because we're expecting rain, but we've got a few beaches and stuff coming up, so we're hoping to still get some lovely roads in. The roads are a bit damp at the moment, but this road in to Ullapool, I mean, as you can see, we come over this crest, you can see the mountains in the background. It's a pretty fantastic road to be on. I mean, look at that. That just looks biblical. Why aye? Aye, probably. 1, 2, 3.
Get on it now, lad.
Way high.
You alright?
Way high, mate. Yep. Probably high. I'll do one more song. I think we've got a song down here. Make it right. Tell you what, I think this one. Tell you what, you wouldn't think that's Scotland, like. Colour that water. Got some nice photos there, white sands, clear water. You definitely wouldn't think you're in Scotland. Need a little break there after dropping the bike. Just got the, took it down a sort of little crevice. When I tried to get the front wheel out, the back wheel wanted to stay in, tipped onto the road, but some nice bloke helped us up with it, and the bike absolutely fine, bulletproof, absolutely bulletproof. So yeah, our next stop off is another beach, I believe. Mark's leading way in, so we'll see what the road's like on the way out of there. I think it's only about an hour's drive, 30 miles, pretty slow moving along these single lanes and a lot of overtaking. A little bit of rain coming in, it's been quite wet. It hindered the views a little bit, but it's still a nice drive. It's still fresh, you know. We're getting out there. It's better than sitting on sort of air roads and just taking in no scenery at all. So we'll move on to the next step and hopefully again see what we'll get up there. Smoo Cave, Durness. Little point of interest on the NC500. formed over thousands of years from the river and from the sea. Right, that's the information. Let's go down and have a look at it. Huh? I don't know how it's opened it up from above. Created this cave. That's awesome, that like. I wouldn't like to be the spot. I've got the contract to put them in. Oh mate, I've got a lighting job for you. Oh, what is it? A couple of strip lights. Well, it's a couple of floodlights, but it's just inside a cave, north of Scotland. This is the internals of Smoo Cave. Hanging. Bit of graft that like. Doesn't look like much that knoll, but it sits out there on its own. So that was Smoo Cave. Well worth the half-an-hour stop. It's pretty impressive what Mother Nature can do when she's let loose. Just carve a cave into the hillside using the sea and a natural stream. It's a nice little walk around inside, nice little hike. Some arduous cliffs on the back as well if you want to go out and take some crazy photos. There's a little viewpoint. We did take some photos. I'll put them up there. It doesn't look like much. You probably won't get the perspective of the height, but it was a pretty hairy road, a little track to go out onto, but it was good fun. It was worth the photo shoot. So we're just heading now from Smoo Cave over to the Castletown Hotel. I think it's just east of Thurso. Should be a nice like northerly coastal route all the way there. It has cleared up now. I've took my waterproofs off. Pray that it doesn't rain. No, my luck, it probably will. So yeah, I hope I get away with it. I'd open the vents on the jacket as well because there's some steep stairs down to Smoo Cave and I start to sweat a little bit. So hopefully the route ends nice. Get into the hotel tonight, get cleaned up after 2 days wild camping, sweating, eating sausages by the fire. Get freshened up and ready for the Thursday between Thurso and now heading on down to the east coast. Tomorrow we'll be hitting Dummit Cove, Dummit Edge, whatever it is. That is the most northerly position. It's actually further north than John O'Groats, but we'll do John O'Groats tomorrow as well. Get some views of the famous sign. And then after John O'Groats we'll be heading down the east and we'll have the coast on our left hand side, so that should be worth the views as well. Right, let's get these 2 hours under our belt, get going, get to the hotel. 7 miles short of Thurso now. On my right we have Scotland, on my left and across that sea we have Iceland, Shetland Islands. We are right on the north coast now of the British Isles. It's been windy, it's been rainy, I've enjoyed it nonetheless. I think I'd rather be on the bike cold and wet than not on the bike. The roads they would have been so much better if it was dry and it was a bit clearer and they weren't too damp and we weren't stuck behind lorries. It's always the usual setup, but by the by, still been a lovely drive in. So we'll be in Thurso about 20 minutes time, get into the hotel. I think I'm going to start with a hot shower, so I'm pretty chilly on the bike now. Took my wet gear off, hoping I wouldn't get caught in the rain, and obviously I got caught in the rain. Not only that, I opened up some of the vents on the jacket after diving in and out of Smoo Cave. I was quite hot, so I've opened the vents on the jacket and it's pretty chilly. It is pretty chilly, but hey, I've held on for the last hour and a half. I'm shot and hold on for another 20 minutes or so.